Hello YouTube. Today we're going to go over a quick problem that these older cars get, especially the Fords, that could be expensive or it could be just a quick fix. In my case, this is my 2000 Mercury Grand Marquis. As you can see right there, it has over 283,840 miles on it. After doing the engine swap, it runs great. But then I developed a problem as of late. When I shipped, the shifter got loose, and I had a hard time getting my car in the proper gear. It got so bad that I couldn't even get the car back in park. So I automatically assumed it was the shifter cable went bad. But I went and I checked something first before I bought one, and it saved me a lot of money. What you have to do is get up under the bottom here of the steering column, remove the plastic cover, and you'll be able to get access to the steering column from the bottom. There's a couple of bolts in there that holds everything tight together. What you need to do is get the right size socket and tighten those bolts. In my case, they were 2 or 3 of them were kind of loose. I was able to get at least almost a full turn on 2 of them. I tightened them up, and guess what? This tightened up a little bit, but it was still loose. When I shipped it, it was falling in between the letters, and I still couldn't get it to shift all the way into park. So what I did was I loosened up the 2 main bolts to the column that held it up, and I was able to drop the whole steering column. And I was able to get to the bolts on the top, up here. I found 2 torque bolts, and they were loose. So I got me a socket bit and a ratchet, and I tightened them up. And guess what? Everything's tight. I'm able to get it back into park. I'm able to shift through the gears, and the arrows where they need to be. And I saved me $60 that I didn't have to spend on a shift cable. Now, if you would have went through all that and checked all the bolts and it still was loose, then you have a shift cable problem. Then you have to replace it. But in this case, it was just a few loose bolts, and it only took me a few minutes of removing the panel at the bottom to get to the bolts at the bottom, and then just removing the top bolts that holds the steering column up to get to the top bolts and check on them. And it was tight. So the next time you have an older Ford, either Mercury, Grand Marquis, Town Car, any Ford, older Ford, and the shifter gets loose like that, where you can't get it shifted in gear properly in the right areas, try tightening those bolts first before you spend money on a shift cable. You definitely will save you some money. And that's it for today. Just something I needed to say to everybody. Just something that I hope helps you if you're in the same situation. Until next video, I'll see you.